It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory. So we go into battle once more then, as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina circuit through 16 corners and a lap distance of around 3.28 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, so plenty of close racing, then plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Norris, Carlos Sainz, and Perez, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Mitchell, and Yuki Tsunoda, Gasly, Albon, Valtteri Bottas, and Magnussen, Stroll, Verstappen. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mick Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel, Joe and Nicholas Latifi. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me once again for coverage of today's race is none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? What a season they've had, a well-deserved championship victory, and the pressure now is surely off with the title already in the bag.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
Okay, now that we've got some good points on the board, let's continue this. We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. Information on Vettel. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
season, but they can go into the winter with their heads held high after an emphatic victory here today. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. Focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Pick.
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race.